What up, what up, what up? Gene Wolf here, aka the Jedi Marketer, and we are in another value-based ICO review on trade.io, which is about to have a price increase at the time of this video in 2 days, 1 hour, 40 minutes, and 25 seconds. So this is timing is perfect right now for those who are looking for some really long-term, sustainable, value-based tokens. And one of the cool things about this particular product, service, and ICO that's launching is its value. So it's like when you're investing in certain things, when you invest in value-based products and ICOs, you're looking at a strong foundation in which you can, confidently be happy about your investment. Now, before we go any further into this review here, just a little disclaimer: I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not providing financial advice. As with everything, when you're working with your own money, you need to do the research. You need to be 100% confident in what you're going to be purchasing, investing in, or participating in. I simply do these reviews for the purpose of, sharing my opinion on things, and also because I'm also an investor myself. So do your due diligence and put on your big boy pants, your big boy woman. Your big woman pants, and make an educated decision with your own money. Take control of your investment and be 100% accountable. So Trade.io. If you guys watched my other review on Spectra AI, this is a very similar platform. As with Spectra, I can Spectra. I can feel confident about my investment in that company, knowing it's going to be a long-term, high value-based token. Trade.io, very similar in nature, very similar in essence. Maybe taking it a step further in dealing with banking technology, but scaling to another level. And with something like this, before I lay out some facts and stuff about the company, with something like this is one of those types of things where you get involved as an early adopter, and it's like PayPal, it's like Google, it's like Facebook, it's like one of those types of things where you're like, I wish I got in early. Now, I can't give you some financial predictions here, but when I go through my personal checklist of what I invest in and how I can make my own personal predictions on whether these companies are going to do very well, this ranks up there with my top 5 ICOs that I'm going to have in my portfolio. So I wrote out some notes here, and I'm going to go through the notes because I think these are very important points. So Trade.io democratizes the market and saves money for investors and companies, reducing, in some cases, eliminating tremendous fees and efficiencies traditionally associated with asset trading. Asset trading like oils, commodities, and stuff like that, right? Trade.io is a next generation financial institution based on blockchain technology, providing the ultimate in security and transparency. By leveraging decades of experience, this is the foundation that I explain about when you invest in value-based IOs. There's a strong foundation of team behind the ICO and the company and the idea and concept that is going to make it a strong investment. By leveraging decades of experience in the investment, banking, trading, and fintech sectors, and combining them with the power and transparency of the distributed ledger, we've created a truly unique product that will revolutionize asset trading and investment banking. So when they say investment banking, they're talking about when you put your money into some type of investments within your bank. A lot of the banks are going to be coming to a lot of these places like Spectra or Trade.io, and they're going to be, growing money. But a lot of the times they're not going to tell you these things, right? The bankings are well invested into blockchain technology and other things in regards to blockchain, but they're not going to tell you that because, it'd pay you more to be well invested in blockchain and Bitcoin as opposed to having your money in traditional banks. I mean, what do you get at, like 1.2% or 3% a year, depending on how much you have in your bank? It's just kind of ridiculous. I mean, for some people, if you moved all your money over into Bitcoin at the beginning of January when it was between $1,000 and $2,000, that's a 1,400% increase in your money that you would have had, whereas you'd only made probably 1%. So if you had $10,000, you would have made what, $101? That's $10 times 10. You would have made $100 interest if you didn't invest in Bitcoin in January. Just to give you food for thought. So what is Trade.io? No, actually, hang on. We're revolutionizing asset trading and investment banking. Trading and financial platforms is for more than just crypto assets. So Trade.io is more than just a crypto asset trading platform. We also offer Forex, CFDs over precious metals, oils, commodities. I don't know what that is. Global equities, and to name a few, offering more than 120 products at launch. Trade.io will have the capacity to trade any number of assets. What is Trade.io? It's a utility token. So it has two uses. Used to participate in the Trade.io platform. So it acts like a membership coupon to participate in a liquidity pool. And I'll get into that in a sec. And when you take your tokens off the Trade.io wallet, you disqualify yourself from the pool. It is also a wallet for cryptocurrencies, much like blockchain.info. So the liquidity pool, basically like Spectra, when you put your tokens, your Trade.io tokens that you purchase, and you put it towards the liquidity pool, Trade.io has their own team of personal traders, investors, and asset strategists, basically. So they're going to have all these things that they're going to be generating revenue from, and because you have your tokens into the trade, into the liquidity pool, you get a small percentage back daily. And I don't know, I can't give any I can't speculate on how much you get or estimate, but you can check out, click on the link in the description. It'll redirect you to Trade.io, and you can see for yourself. So it's like but your token, yeah, it's like a membership coupon, both into a tradable token when it hits the exchanges, and it's going to hit the exchange. What is the? I'll get the name of the one they're going to be launching in January onto, and they've already signed that deal. But when it hits exchange, you're going to be able, you can sell your tokens, or you can keep it on Trade.io wallet and put it into a liquidity pool and gain percentage yearly, all year round. A medium of the exchange of Trade.io's platform for early, it acts as a medium of exchange for Trade.io's platform for early adopters, a store of value, basically any third party that accepts a token as payment, membership key to the wallet, a membership key to the liquidity pool. Now, in order to participate in a liquidity pool, you need 2,500 tokens inside of your Trade.io wallet. Liquidity pool return investment analysis. When you contribute your Trade.io wallet tokens to the liquidity pool, you'll be paid daily for your contribution. Liquidity pool funds are allocated by trade, and 50% of the profits will be put back into the pool to pay our contributors. Expectations of the pool. Not all days will be profitable days. Where there's lost days, those losses need to be recouped. So if they're not trading and recoup in profit that day, sometimes you won't get paid out, and that means because they need to recoup the losses. And so there's basically no guarantee of a daily return each day in the liquidity pool, but that you are part of the liquidity pool and you will get paid daily. So there is the chance that you won't get paid in some days, right? So I mean, it's the risk of investment, right? Trade.io vision. To be the leading platform for trading multiple financial assets based on blockchain technology. To be the leading exchange for traditional companies to raise funds for crypto communities, much like ICOs, which is Trade.io. To be the most cost-effective platform to facilitate investment banking services with reduced advisory expenses. Eventually, I can see the banking system transitioning from their traditional services of fiat to blockchain, even launching their own tokens possibly too, right? I mean, why not, right? But they're kind of forced, you know, they're forced at this point, banking institutions, to adopt the blockchain, adopt the cryptocurrency, adopt Bitcoin, and or get lost and have many investors who put their money into these banks move their money out. And you know, the crazy thing about banks is that your money is not even really in the bank, especially if you have a lot of money. If you go to your bank and you try to withdraw a lot of money, you can't get it. They have a certain amount of money that they have on hand, so you'd actually have to request if you have large amounts of money. I don't know, like $10,000-$20,000 or something like that. They can't just hand over $20,000 to you, and then you have to go through some paperwork. So when I think about banks, I think about kind of a waste of a wallet, basically, because there's no actual benefit other than, you know, it's like putting your money into a safe, but then your money disappearing after a while. So even though you have a safe there and you go in there, there's nothing really in there. It's all digital. It's just a number, right? So the banks kind of print money anytime they want. They move money anywhere they want, but your money's never really totally on hand completely, because the banks are using your money to trade assets and get into oil, election, you know, all types of stuff. Basically what Trade.io is what they will be doing using Trade.io to grow people's investment portfolios, or producing their 1-2% returns for having your money in their bank. They also have strong regulatory requirements which will be met. All licenses to operate and facilitate will be in hand prior to executing any type of trading or liquidity pool. So rest assured, they're going to be, you know, compliant. So you don't have to worry too much about whether they're going to be shut down, whether the SEC or the FTC or anybody's going to be coming after them, or the FBI or whatever. In order for them to operate and to be legitimate, they're going to have all the licenses to make sure so they can give confidence in their investors, the people who invest in their company. So as of right now, we are looking at December 7th to December 14th. We are on December 11th. You have 3 days. One Ethereum token will get you 900 trade tokens. The minimum, I think, is 0.2 or 0.1, no, 0.4 Ethereum, I think. I'll have to look at that. So let's go down to their foundation. One of the things that I talk about a lot. Team, where are they? Roadshows, Bangkok. Team, here we go. Okay, it doesn't let me open up into a new link. So their team is has a very knowledgeable staff. This is what we call a foundation. Like, the Empire State Building is built on a very powerful foundation, so it's very difficult for that building to come down. This is something that Trade.io is a lot like. It has a foundation of knowledgeable, prodigal, intelligent people who are going to be running this thing. The cool thing when you invest in certain things like this is confidence. You have confidence in people. I'm a basketball player. I do a lot of basketball. When people bring me on their team, they can have confidence in having the basketball in my hands, because they know I'm always going to do something good with it. And that's what a lot like your investments are going to be in. It's like, who are you going to invest your time and energy and money into? You want to invest it into people, and you want to invest it into ideas, right? So this is why I call it a value-based investment. So you can go through their management team here. You can check it out. They have a lot of people on here. Very strong team. Yeah. I've gone through a bit of them. I didn't go through most of them, but you can check it out. So basically, in a nutshell, I mean, if I was to rate this out of 5 stars, I'd give this a very high 4, maybe like a 4.3, 4.5. I am invested in this. I will be investing more into it. This for me is a sure investment in my personal opinion. Now, cool thing. So this runs until January 4th. It has been, let me see one sec here. Let me pause this. No, actually I'm not going to pause it, but your company listing profit distribution. They are going to be launching on HIT BTC, I think it is. Is it HIT BTC? Let me see. Yeah, HIT BTC. This is going to be the first crypto exchange platform they're going to be launching on, which is a huge one. And so the value, because it's going to be launched on HIT BTC, the value of it's going to, I think personally, I don't know, I mean, I can't price predict it, but I could give it, I say probably around, I say coming out the gate, maybe 60 cents to $1 with a dip, obviously, because I can see a lot of whales coming in, dumping, right? I mean, that's one thing you got to understand. But you don't lose anything when you hold your token, hold and hold and hold. If you need to recoup some profits, you wanna make some money, sure, sell some of your tokens, but this is a value-based ICO, so this is one of those types of things where if you hold, you're gonna benefit in the long term. So this is like a long-term asset that you can hold on to. I will be holding, I won't be dumping. A lot of my value-based ICOs, I just hold, put them in my wallet, and let them collect dust, and then dust them off, in a year's time and see how much I made, right? But I can see this going up a lot. How many tokens do they have? Let me see. So tokens for Liquidity Pool, 50 million, advisors and vendors, 20 founders and data tokens. So they have 275 million. And I think it's 300 million total. No, 375, 400, 5 million tokens total. Yeah, something like that. 450 million, 5 million tokens total, and 500 million tokens total. And it's capped at that, which is relatively a good threshold for the amount of tokens to be distributing based on value and getting massive value out of your token, right? So yeah, coming January, they will be launching on HIT BTC. So that is something to look forward to for those of you who want to come in hard, invest a lot, and make a lot of money early, right? But as I said, hold. Please subscribe to my channel for more value-based ICOs and other things that I personally invest in, and just some other reviews that I do on different companies, products, and services. I also run motivational, inspirational videos where I share my pieces of my life. I share my wisdom, knowledge about life, how I went from being on welfare to a full-time marketer, full-time YouTuber, and make a full-time income in the process. I'm also a full-time daddy. If you checked out some of my other videos, I actually, I do a lot of videos of all my sons playing in the background. But that's the life, right? I don't have to go to a 9-to-5. And one of the reasons why is because of companies like this. So hit up a like, give me a like, please, if you enjoyed my review. Share a comment, and share the video too. All right, make sure you subscribe. Peace.